Okeechobee Road, south of Lake Okechobee. We left South Bay, Florida about 10 minutes ago, and this is the home stretch to Miami. When this was only a 2-lane road, what you're looking at was that is a levee on the far side of a canal that is between the guardrail and the levee. Basically, when they dug out the canal, which is also known as the New Miami River, and that was a pumping station we just passed, the state couldn't afford to put a guardrail the whole way down, so they planted Australian pine trees along the whole road, and they were very beautiful. They also served as a windbreak, but they eventually decided they were non-native, so they've all been removed from Florida to open up the landscape. There is agricultural land over on that side of the road, and that side of the levee. And this is US 27 going southbound, and you can also see behind us it is just flat. I mean, there's no other way to describe it. It's just flat as far as the eye can see. Now, my brother, lift up your Coca-Cola, Gene. My brother is drinking a Coca-Cola. I got him a vanilla Coke and he put some peanuts in it. We all revert to type when we come back home.
Cracker trick.
Old Southern trick, yes. You put peanuts in your Coca-Cola. So this area over here is a mixture of sugarcane fields and natural water retention areas. But this is all agricultural. All of this land going south. To put this in context, this highway continues straight, has one 45-degree curve, and then continues straight again into Miami for approximately the next 60 to 70 miles. So it's one of the straightest highways in America. We're crossing a canal. Okay. All of this hydrology management is a part of South Florida, and it exists so that the developed areas along the coast, which are that way approximately 15 or 20 miles, closer in some places, but as they built out, won't experience such severe flooding if there's a hurricane that postures itself over the area like Harvey did in Houston. A similar hurricane did in fact do that in 1947, and it flooded sections of Miami similar to what happened with Harvey in Houston. So the Army Corps of Engineers began a massive flood control project, which includes all of these canals. See, there's more drainage water in the middle of the road. Canals, pumping stations, etc., all of which exist to push water out of Florida and into the ocean. See, there's another canal and pumping station. It's our version of the Netherlands, although we did not push out into the North Sea with dams and levees for a number of reasons. But it's how a lot of this landscape was all made habitable in the late 1940s. And if you look at the movement of the foliage over there, you can see there's a strong wind coming off the west, remnants of a tropical storm that passed through yesterday. This is all fascinating countryside, and I used to drive up and down this highway when I was a student from Tampa to Miami, and I still love it. I still consider it one of the most very unique highways
It is.
in the experience of traversing it is also unique because just the geography and the landscape and all of the things that make it Florida. Our Dodge Grand Caravan is quietly traversing highway at 80 miles an hour because when you're out here, there's no reason to drive it slow. When it was a 2-lane highway, there'd be one truck doing 50 miles an hour, and there'd be miles and miles of cars backed up behind it who couldn't pass because it was a 2-lane highway and there was traffic coming up the other side. So you'd just be trapped behind some truck for literally 50 or 60 or 70 miles. Anyway, this is still a part of Palm Beach County. At some point down here, we will cross into Broward and then Dade.